They've continued to work and grow and implement their program and are setting the foundation for what they want to get accomplished here over the next couple of seasons.
I think one of the most intriguing teams this offseason is the Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins have the capital to do whatever they want.
They're competing and building a culture.
I believe in team. I would say that. If you want to strive to do something great as a group, you got to work together.
You have a plan, you stay true to the plan, you execute the plan. The Dolphins, this is how you turn around a franchise, like this.
We're trying to build a team that's going to win right now, and we'll be very aggressive.
Welcome to the field, your Miami Dolphins.
We're looking for guys who are tough, who are smart, who are competitive, love to play.
They have landed some big fish. Love what the Miami Dolphins did. You're trying to build something there.
Patrick throws to the end zone. It is Parker. Darnold never saw the pressure coming, and he is leading. Gesicki wide open. Touchdown.
Let's have some fun and play together, man. Win on three, win on me. 1, 2, 3, win.
If you can get a group of young men to band together, to believe in one another, to practice and prepare at a high level, then you'll win ball games.
Big man, touchdown, picked off by Bobby McCain.
Tricked you. What's good, Finn Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. I'm just here for a quick one. There's some breaking news going down right now. I'm gonna send the link to EM. Maybe he'll join me. I know he's on the road. That's why I went live with myself. So maybe he'll join us. Maybe he won't. I don't know. I'll send it to him right now, guys. There is some breaking news. Not only did Allen Hurns opt out of the 2020 season, but that was about 10-15 minutes ago. Not only did we activate Cordrea Tankersley right off that COVID reserve list, but we waived him immediately along with the long snapper we just picked up too. So we're going to get into that a little bit because I am going to get into a little bit of Kirk Merritt. I told y'all. He's going to make this team. Mark my words, Kirk Merritt is going to make this team. And I also said a couple streams ago, I also believe Gary Jennings is going to make this team too. I just got a feeling. I don't know what it is. We'll get into that in 1 second. How are all y'all doing? I know Rhino and Infinite Trauma were hitting me up. I know Infinite Trauma hit his local Walmart. He's trying to get some of those Tua autos. So he ended up picking up some, I believe it was 2019 score, and he pulled a bunch of Kyler Murray rookies. He was telling me. So shout out to the homie Infinite Trauma. Let's send that over to EM Dolphin fan. And shout out to the haters, bro, because I saw while that intro was rocking, we had 4 dislikes off the rip, not even a minute into the show. Man, shout out to you guys for taking so much energy and time out of your day to either log into multiple accounts or 4 of you individually to rock off and give me not only the view, thanks for the view, you gave me the view, but you took the energy out of your day and you committed energy to me to come out here and hit that dislike button. Man, I'm in your head rent-free. Whoever you are, I'm living there rent-free. My feet up are on the couch. Fuck your couch is what I'm saying while I'm kicking my mud all over it because I'm living in your head, and I love it. I live for it. Let's give some shout-outs to everyone in the comments right now. So we got 26 people. Shout out to Havoc. Shout out to Marino's Goat. Shout out to FM. Shout out to King Mill 7280. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to the homie Nico. Shout out to Darth Vader. What's good, homie? Shout out to Pete. Shout out to Kiana. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Justin's Pro Football Scouting Analysis. Larry L. See, even he's seeing it. Shake Money, what's good? Logan Hampton, he's seeing it. What's good? I hadn't even seen your guys' comments when I just said what I said. So, yeah, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. The hate is real. Infinite Trauma, what's good, man? What's good? So guys, let's hop right into it. So for me, I guess we'll start off with the Allen Hurns news because, honestly, I didn't expect him to opt out. I just didn't see it. I thought he was going to fight for a spot. All the power to him. I ain't taking anything away to him. It's his choice. It's his life. It's his health. He's got a family. All the respect to him, man. I ain't going to hold that against anyone. But he posted today. He said, definitely was an easy decision, but I've decided to opt out of the 2020 season to do what's best for my family, and especially with a baby boy on the way. So salute to you. Congratulations on the special one on the way. Hope he's happy, healthy, and blessed. And man, totally understand where you're coming from because I have a daughter on the way December 20th, and in the same state, I would do the same thing because I'm really on top of my wife and her protecting herself just because of she is high risk right now. So he says, I will continue to support my team and brothers across the league wholeheartedly and wishing them the best going forward this season. All love. So I actually want to pose the question to you guys because I posed it to EM when we were on the phone. Guys, I want your opinion. Okay. Family aside, do you believe Allen Hurns would have made this? If we were to carry 6 or 7 receivers, do you believe he would have made the cut as one of those 6 or 7 receivers? Or do you believe they would have gone with a Kirk Merritt, Gary Jennings, and let's say an Isaiah Ford to fill out the bottom 3, more of a youth movement? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think he would have made the team anyways? And I'm not implying that weighed in on his decision because family first, you have a baby boy. I totally get it. Like I said, I have a baby girl due in December, so I did the exact same thing. But baby aside, if his wife wasn't pregnant, do you guys believe he would even be making the cut in the top 7? Let me know. Larry says no because it's cap space. Good point. I agree with that, Larry. Jeff says no. Josh says, I think Hurns would have made it. Havoc says yes. King Mill says Hurns did a favor by opting out. He made the job easier for Miami. Yeah. Kiana says no. Roadrunner says no, he was getting cut. Shout out to Roadrunner, you Josh Rosentroll. You're hilarious. Tommy Brinkley says maybe. Let's see. I want Merritt, but I think Hurns was going to make it, says Marino's GOAT. Shake Money says I like Ford better. Darth Vader says no. So yeah, a lot of no's. Kiana says no. Roadrunner no. Rhino says he thinks more than likely he would have made it. King, yeah. So I actually agree with Larry in the sense of, and Matt Gibson, he did just get an extension, but I agree with Larry. The Mac and Nico, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wish EM was here, but EM's out on the road right now. But the first thing, because I hollered at him while he was working, I said, "Yo, this just went down," and the first thing was he's like, "You guys better be ready to play Return to the Mac." Because I promised him, if y'all remember, I promised him on stream that if Mac Hollins makes the team, we'll open every stream during the season with Return to the Mac. So he said, y'all better be ready to start up that Return to the Mac. Yo, what's up, Clemente? So Sharif says, Devontae Parker, Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Isaiah Ford, Preston Williams. Yeah, man, but you got to carry more than 5. Usually you carry 6 or 7, right? What's good, Justin? Brandon says, I like Isaiah Ford, but he's not going to make it. You know what? He's the one where I was like, if I was going to pick between Hurns and Ford, I'm obviously going to take Hurns. I mean, you go back to some of his years in Jacksonville, and he really flashed. Yeah, smash that like button, guys, if you can. Let's dead out the haters. I got to hit you with that mod, Justin. I'll hit you with that at the end of the stream. I'm not even on YouTube. I'm just straight through. Breaking news. Mac Hollins got injured by smiling so hard. Yeah, he got the waves. Look at that. Yo, Havoc, why you gotta do him dirty with the passive-aggressive wine? This man can't even be – he's not even pouring whiskey, brandy, or scotch. This man's – it better be a Merlot. That's all I got to say. He better be classy. Yeah, I agree with you, Larry. I agree with you. I'm actually going to we'll get into something right now. I'm going to we'll get into so Brian Flores, he actually did have a response to it. And Brian Flores, stay classy. He's just awesome guy. I mean, what else can you say? Awesome head coach. Proud he's my head coach. And Brian Flores just said on wide receiver Allen Hurns, I understand and completely support Allen's decision, like I hope we all do as fans. It wasn't an easy choice, and I know he put a lot of thought into it. He had conversations with the people closest to him and did what he felt was best for him and his family. I respect the process he went through and how he came to this decision. I wish him all the best and look forward to working with him next year. So, yeah, man, I know he's really liked by that coaching staff. We all know he's really liked by that coaching staff. I think he's going to be given a shot to compete next year. I don't think they're just going to cut bait with him. I know he's not – we always talk about, hey, this guy, that guy, they're not a Flores guy, right? But I really think Allen Hurns, by his personality, became a Flores guy, even though he wasn't drafted by Flores, right? I think he's really, really liked in that locker room. So, yeah, it's good to see our coach supporting, our team supporting him. Awesome. Exactly, Clemente. Drown out the haters by punching that like button. Havoc says Parker, Williams, Merritt, Jennings, Grant, Wilson. Yo, man, the deadly. I want people to think about, I want people to think about how we would just kill people over the slot. I mean, I really want people – the reason why I like a Kirk Merritt and the reason why I even like Albert Wilson with what we're going to do in the Chan Gailey offense, I really think they're going to borrow – I know we talk about RPO heavy, which is just, basically play action, run pass option, just easy, simple stuff when you actually break it down. But I really think these, specifically Merritt and Albert Wilson fit the athletic profile of the ideal slot receivers in this. And what's crazy is both guys do have the ability where if Preston or Devontae goes down, both those guys, obviously Albert a little bit more because he's proven it on the NFL level. But from what I've seen with Kirk Merritt and what I know of Albert Wilson, they both have the ability that they can take a boundary spot if they need to. And again, I really like Gary Jennings. I've been saying it for quite some time now. I think he really got out ahead of the pack by working out, over a month ago with Tua. And if you remember, Kirk Merritt was one of those people, even when he wasn't in Miami, yet he was still having daily Zoom sessions with Tua, not Ryan Fitzpatrick, with Tua, because they knew where it's going to go and the guy they got to win over and the guy they got to build that chemistry with. And even if you're having Zoom calls, you're not physically there throwing the ball, that comfort level is there for when Kirk Merritt arrived in Miami, him and Tua got right to work, because by hook or by crook, just by those Zoom calls, Tua became one of the people in Miami that Kirk Merritt, along with probably the wide receiver room and some of the offensive linemen and the coaching staff, obviously, Tua is probably one of those people he became more acclimated with and built a relationship with. And it's obvious that, when Tua got drafted, one of the first things they talked about is how, he hit up when Brian Flores and Greer talked to him. One of the first things he asked for was he wanted basically the list of the phone numbers for everyone on the team because he wanted to hit up everyone individually. So I just think it's gone that far where he's entrenched himself. Yeah, Josh Fernandez, EM, and Holland's on the phone right now. So I love it, man. Yeah, and Preston, man, as long as Preston can get back that explosiveness, you know what I mean? I love it. Yeah, Reason and Rosen sitting in a tree. Yeah, watch me kick him out of that tree. So yeah, man, that's great. Love the support. Brian Flores continues to show. Great coach. Proud to be my coach. That's my coach. Let's keep it moving here. So I'm going to show you guys. So guys, I will be. I'm going to be taking on a writing spot with Dolphins Brawl of the Brawl Network. Really looking forward to that. And one of the first pieces I finished up. I'm going to be submitting it tonight. I'm just going to be doing extra proof. I wasn't really feeling good earlier for the majority of the day, so that's why I didn't get around to it. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a preview because the basis of my article is with the new rules in place that we can protect for practice squad players. I thought to myself immediately, who would I protect? And obviously, number one on that list for me was Kirk Merritt. And this was obviously written before the Allen Hurns news. It was finished last night. So I wanted to just go over, you guys a little bit of what I wrote about Kirk Merritt, why I protect Kirk Merritt. I won't give away the rest of the list, but there is another receiver on the list. So you guys will have to, when it drops either later this week or next week on the Dolphins Brawl, you guys will just have to go over there and read it. But this is what I wrote. I said, Kirk Merritt, easily my must-have of the four. Kirk Merritt is a rare physical specimen that simply, look at that, simply defines, there you go. See, that's why you proof, people. Defines a freak. Just look at his pro numbers. So his pro day numbers, he had a 4.33 in the 40-yard dash, which if you put it up against combine receivers was second. He had a 4.02 in the 20-yard shuttle, which was first among combine receivers. He had a 45.5-inch vertical jump at his pro day. Now, I know we always talk about the 49-inch vertical, but that is unofficial. He had the 45, and technically the pro day numbers are unofficial too. He had a 45.5-inch vertical jump, which would have been first amongst wide receivers. He had 23 bench press reps, which would have been first amongst combine wide receivers. And of course, his 11-foot-3-inch broad jump, which would have been third. So with that, I wrote, with that kind of athleticism, not only does his profile leave you salivating as a fan at the thought of his potential, but you have to look beyond that to where he originally committed, the University of Oregon, which is no slouch of a program. Still, in his last 2 seasons at Arkansas State, he had 153 receptions for 1,811 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 12 of those came in his senior season. He's displayed the ability to be a yak monster, yet at the same time, he'll also go up and fight for the catch with his crazy vertical, allowing him to be a high point threat just as much as he is a threat on mesh concepts and underneath routes where you want to get the ball in his hands so he can use his shiftiness, explosiveness, and speed in the open space. Had off-field concerns not arisen, he would have spent his career potentially catching deep balls from the bazooka attached to Justin Herbert's arm, and who knows what his ceiling could have been, third, second, or dare I say first rounder. Of all the names on this list, I really believe Merritt might have the highest ceiling, but can the Dolphins, let's see, here they go, proof, baby, proof, strike gold in 2 straight years with wideouts in the UDFA pool? We're about to find out. And that's where I'm at with Kirk Merritt. You know, it's really rare that you find the kind of talent you found with Nick Needham and Preston Williams in the UDFA pool in one offseason. But if we could come back and a guy like Kirk Merritt and a couple of other guys on this list work out and reach the potential me and EM believe they have, all of a sudden, you got to start putting our scouting staff, our scouting department into discussion for arguably one of the better ones out there. But I really do believe in the ceiling of Kirk Merritt, man. I really do believe that had he kept it in his pants, he would have been drafted. And I really do believe he probably would have been drafted in the first 3 rounds. Because like I said, if you look at his profile, if you look at what I just went over, a couple of those points, guys, what's the number one thing everyone said about Herbert? He didn't have any weapons. Last I checked, that would have been a weapon. And 153 receptions for 1,811 yards and 19 touchdowns over his last 2 years. I mean, however those are very respectable numbers. I don't care what division you're in, especially in a division where if you look at his team, the talent around him was severely lacking at times. So when you look at Kirk Merritt, he's just way too intriguing for me to pass up. He's just way too intriguing for me not to see what we have in that guy. And quite honestly, he's just way too intriguing for me not to see of what Tua or even a Ryan Fitzpatrick can do with that type of weapon at his disposal. I just think, if he's not going to make the 6 or the 7, he's got to be 110% at the top of the 4 players you can protect list. I mean, there's no question about that for me. So let's keep it moving here. More news obviously broke, and we'll go over that right now. And that's Cordrea Tankersley, guys. To much people's surprise, because I know a lot of us, we wanted to see what we had in him. But if you look at him, we activated cornerback Cordrea Tankersley off the reserve COVID-19 list. And then they said, next sentence, we have waived long snapper Rex Sonara, and that's who they just brought in this week when Blake Ferguson was put on to the reserve list. And Cordrea Tankersley went right after there. We talked about his ability, his athletic profile. He hasn't – in 2 years, he hasn't really played very many snaps. There's no question about that one, right? We've talked about his athletic profile and about how this coaching staff really loves to convert corners to safety. So we looked at him as maybe a guy they were going to potentially give a look. It obviously looks like they decided he wasn't worth the look. I know Infinite Trauma specifically hit me up, and even he said, damn, I kind of wanted to see what we could have had with him in this defense. And, I guess with no training camp, they basically were comfortable with what they had seen on tape and what they had seen throughout his history as a player. And they were just comfortable enough to move on. And when you look at with Javarius Davis being added and Picasso Nelson, pure speed guys, Cordrea Tankersley, all of a sudden he became pretty expendable, it seems, and just you go look at Picasso Nelson, right? Picasso Nelson, we're talking probably 4.4 speed. We're talking about with Javarius Davis 4.4 speed. Now I get it. They're a little bit smaller than Cordrea Tankersley, but it just seemed like the writing was starting to come on the wall. They weren't going to give him a look at safety. Then really, what was he? Because not only did you have Javarius Davis and Picasso Nelson being brought in behind the names we all know in terms of the Byron Jones, the Noah Benogany's, the Nick Needhams, the Xavier Howards, but we also had Tay Hayes, we also had Ken Webster, and we also have Nate Brooks, and we also have Jamal Perry. So we still have bodies there that maybe I guess they're obviously a little bit more comfortable with in terms of durability. Maybe they just think it's got to a point where we got to move on. The project isn't working. It's over and done with. Wipe our hands clean of it. I want to know what you guys in the comments think. What would you have done with the Cordrea? Would you have cut him? Would you have let him compete at corner, or would you have gave him a look at possibly converting to safety? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that, because I'm really interested to see. Yeah, Havoc. Balaj had one more broken tackle than me this season. And I wanted to point out yesterday when we talked about Malcolm Perry, guys, being added to the reserve list, if you know, they listed him as a running back. So if you think about it, you look past Braden Howard, you got Malcolm Perry, you got Balaj, you got Patrick Laird, you got Myles Gaskin. So all of a sudden, they usually care about 4 running backs. You got 4 guys fighting for 2 spots. Again, another reason why I've said list Malcolm Perry as a quarterback. That's why I've said this. Move on from Rosen, list Malcolm Perry as a quarterback, work on his mechanics, make Fitz the number 2. So by year 2, year 3, you have a competent by year 2, you have a competent second or third stringer in Malcolm Perry. Year 3, you have a competent second stringer gimmick guy a la Taysom Hill. And then it doesn't affect the bottom 5, 6, 7 of the receiver battle, and it doesn't affect the bottom 3 and 4 because personally, running back room behind Breda and Howard, y'all know how I feel about Balaj. I think he's got a 1.8% chance to make this team. But I want Laird and I want Gaskin. Gaskin really intrigues me. Very good player at the collegiate level. Very, very good rusher at the collegiate level. And he flashed last year when he was given opportunities. So I would like to continue seeing that. Balaj, we all knew he didn't have, we all knew he had that Stevie Wonder vision. We all knew it took Moses to part the offensive line with his staff like the Red Sea for him to hit a hole. But the one thing where I was out on Balaj was when those things kept happening, everyone kept selling me on his hands. And as far as I saw last year, those hands are as good as stone. So he doesn't have vision. He doesn't have good backfield awareness. Let's be honest with ourselves. And on top of that, you got Butterfingers all over your hands. You got 10 Butterfingers. So you can be the most athletic guy in the world, but if it doesn't translate on the football field, what good are you to me? You're a athlete posing as a football player. So I'm out on Balaj, totally out on Balaj. So that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, EM could probably break at least 2, especially if he pulls out Greeny. What are they going to say? I agree, Josh Fernandez. We've got too much talent at corner right now. It's kind of crazy. We got a lot. I agree, Doll fan. You all act like Merritt was a troublemaker his entire life. Give the guy a break. When he learned how many millions he lost because of his act, he smartened up. Like Nas, I agree with you, bro. You know, he got his ish together, and now he's got an opportunity, bro. And if you look at the division you look at where he's playing ball, not many people get the kind of opportunity he's getting after everything he had been through. And that's because the athleticism and the skill set is there. You know what I mean? So, and if you can polish it, you have got something really special. You got something really special. I truly believe that in him. So guys, smash that like button. Let's drown the haters out. We got 63 people in the room. Smash it as much as you can, guys. If you got extra accounts, log in, smash them out, because that's obviously what these haters do. If you'd like to donate to the channel, paypal.me/Finside. If you would like to become a Patreon, patreon.com/Finside. Guys, yeah, I agree, Adrian Gate. Tay Hayes is a baller. Played well, man. And so did Ken Webster, too, when he got given snaps. Adrian says, give me Jennings and Merritt or Ford. I'm good. You know what? This is my argument on Ford. I like the kid. I think the skill set is decent. My thing is, when you look at Matt Cole and what he can bring, he got 4.48 speed, Matt Cole. He's been clocked in at 4.48. When you got Matt Cole, whose ability in the slot, and when you look at Matt Cole, not only can he fulfill the gunner role, he can also be a return specialist on punts and kicks, and he can also be a slot guy. The thing with me is Matt Cole fills so many holes. Like Matt Cole is, we always talk about this, right? Whether you're on the offense, especially on the offensive and defensive line, what do we always talk about? We always talk about versatility. It's clear Flores and company like guys who can play multiple positions because they can handle multiple responsibilities. And what you see with Matt Cole, another guy, is he looks like he could fill multiple responsibilities. So when I look at a guy like Matt Cole, when I look at a physical freak like Kirk Merritt, to me, the upside just outweighs what Isaiah Ford brings to the table. You know what I mean? I think you're going to line up Isaiah Ford as a slot. You know what I mean? You can have him return, but is he dynamic? No. You know what I mean? So I just look at what everyone else can offer me in that 5, 6, and 7. And that's where I felt even Allen Hurns was getting outclassed. So, yeah, I'm kind of – when you go with that 5, 6, you got to go with a little bit of guys with higher ceilings, man, because, you polish a turd, you might be able to turn it into a brick of gold, right? So you have to me, I'm all about – the youth movement. I would not mind if we are, I haven't looked at what our average age is. I'm sure someone in the comments can tell me. But if we are one of the youngest teams in the NFL and we have this good of a roster right now, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, exactly, Havoc. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Pyro, he comes from Arkansas State, but he originally committed to the University of Oregon. So that's why I said in my write-up he would have been catching balls from Justin Herbert if you do the timeline, right? Ball game? I didn't want to say it, bro. I was trying to say politically correct, but I actually fronted this question to EM privately, and I'll drop the link if some of you guys want to give your thoughts or whatever. We'll go for a little bit. Yeah, I got probably about another half hour-ish. and then I got to dip out of here, deal with my daughter, put her down, et cetera, et cetera. So I dropped the link if some of y'all want to come on, especially you, Ball Game. I agree with you, Ball Game. I do think that was a factor, 110%, bro. I'm not going to argue with you at all, brother. I'm not going to argue with you, but and Havoc, yeah, that baby did just come. Now, I do believe, obviously, the baby was a big factor because we've seen multiple players opt out, and I know I would, but I do believe he looked at it as not only am I having a baby, but damn, I'm going to be fighting for a 5th, 6th, 7th spot with some physical freaks out here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to win that battle. So, I mean, yeah, but besides Howard, yeah, yeah, I don't think I think Merritt would be given a look. I think Matt Cole's got to be given a look. I think they're obviously going to give Jakeem Grant a look again, whether people like it or not. But if you want my honest opinion, that would be Matt Cole. Matt Cole for me is who I would have. Oh, sorry. So he said Larry says he predicted Allen would be cut because of cap. He beat the Finns to it by opting out. Yeah, I don't blame Hurns either, Pyro. You got to do it. Yeah, man. Hey, Justin, Cole's my bro. I remember when we drafted him, I put everyone onto that Prospect X article. And then you saw other platforms referencing Prospect X because people didn't really know about him like that. But I remember reading that Prospect X article and being like, oh, boy, this guy might be something, deepest sleeper in the draft for sure. But, yeah, to answer your question, Pyro, I'm going to have to go with Matt Cole. Makes the most sense to me. Do you want to risk another year of Jakeem Grant getting hurt if he makes the roster? Because I know I don't. Chess Rockwell, can Kirk keep his pants on? I hope. I'm praying. Adrian, Jakeem is the guy if he didn't get hurt, but I think he would have been a Pro Bowl returner. Maybe. Let's bring up the brand here. Hold on a sec, Todd. I see you backstage. Give me 1 sec. And Havoc, too. All right. Let me just make sure I got my – all right, peeps.
Hey, I only got a couple minutes.
Go ahead, brother.
I had to jump in and say I expect Cole and Merritt to make the roster now with Jennings. I think
spoiler alert, Matt Cole is also on my 4-eye protect list.
Yeah,
so.
Me too.
He's just too versatile. He's just way too versatile. You can't give that up.
And with how physical he is and his speed, can you imagine him in the slot every now and then?
You know what's crazy?
Man.
People were trying to sell me that he's not even fast.
Dude, he's lightning. He was running a 4. What was
4.48,
it? A
4.48, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are people talking about, bro? Like,
and Merritt's not small either. He's 6'1", and he's over 200 pounds.
Yeah, man. You should have seen the picture I was gonna put on this thumbnail. The man's arms were like this, bro.
Havoc, what you asked me. I could see Laird every now and then, not being used full time, but every now and then being used as a fullback because he's over 200, but he plays a lot bigger and he can come out in the backfield and catch the ball.
That would be probably his usage, not necessarily as a fullback in terms of opening up holes for a running back, but more like
we're not going to keep a full-time fullback. But
so Cox is out.
I think Cox is out.
Okay.
I think we'd end up only keeping 2 tight ends, and Laird can even go there because he can run routes.
Yeah. So you're saying almost
out there.
So you're saying almost like we would use Laird, almost like a Larry Centers type of situation where except Larry Centers could block, but Laird in terms of someone that can come out of the backfield and catch some passes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he showed he could do that very well.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have many drops. I didn't see him drop anything that was thrown his way.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I'll keep him quickly over Balaj.
Oh, I mean,
very quick.
It's not even a question for me. The other day I was looking I was looking at Balaj's college stats. I don't see it. What is it everyone else is seeing about Kalen Ballage that I'm missing? Because I'm looking at the college tape. He ain't the most impressive dude on the field. I see him playing NFL. He ain't the most impressive dude in our running back room.
Hold on a sec, Havoc. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to get EM to the top here. I don't even know how to do that, bro. I don't even know how to do that, but because
technology, man. What you gonna do?
Let me do this. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. All right, let me see if I can. There you go. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay.
What's good, gentlemen?
What's good, gentlemen? What's good, Em?
I just see us keep at least 7 or 8 receivers because of the health concerns with the top 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
6 and 7 to me is the number.
I think so, especially if you're looking at keeping Cole, which I would highly suggest the Dolphins keep Cole just from a versatility standpoint. Yeah. I mean, it's you got a guy, you're not necessarily bringing him in to be compete for reps on the field, but in terms of a guy, you can put him all over the place in special teams. There's always a place for a rookie with that skill set, a rookie that will willingly play special teams. Mm-hmm. That a guy's like, special teams is my accreditation into the league, is my special teams ability. So I just want to address a question what's been said in the comments. Ballage is a physical wonder. I think that's along with that one run against the Vikings. Ballage is going to need a little more tape than that to stick around, because one run against the Vikings, it ain't going to do it when he had one more broken tackle than me last season. So we gotta have a real discussion about is Ballage even an NFL caliber running back? Not even does he belong on the Dolphins? Is he even an NFL caliber running back at this point? It's hard for me to tell just by looking at the tape.
This guy is brutal, man. This guy is brutal,
bro.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Mondays and Thursdays, man. You gotta call the trash a trash and take it out to the side. Take it to the curb, man.
Hey. So Adrian Gray makes a good point. I don't know about calling him Bum Lodge, but he says Bum Lodge had an 8 touchdown game in college and lived off that, just like he lived off that Minnesota run.
Kind of like Rosen with that Texas A&M game, huh?
Bro, we were catching all the fire in the chat earlier today, man. Catching all the heat,
man. But it's disappointing to see Tankersley, not him getting waived. I mean, I had such high hopes for him when we drafted him in the 3rd round, man. I just thought he had all the ability in the world, man. But this kid, man, it's like he can't catch a break, bro. We saw the writing on the wall when he's starting the year again on the COVID-19, IR list. That's not good. And considering you see the moves they've been bringing in, the moves they've been making and bringing on these different, kicking the tires on these other prospects. So we saw the writing on the wall. I tried to kind of stay positive about Tank, but at the end of the day, bro, it's Flores is about that business, and he's about how can you help the team, and you cannot help the team if you consistently in the tub and and on IR. So
yeah.
I can't blame him for moving on, to be honest with
you.
Hey,
all I gotta say is at least our training staff earned its paycheck off Cordrea Tankersley alone.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Nico says I prefer Ken Webster over Tank. Plus, it doesn't sound like he was healthy again to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a consistent history of injuries, it's going to be very difficult to make a place on this team. And that's not just for Tankersley. That goes for old Hack Mullins, who will go.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Hack Mullins. Oh, okay. That's true. That's real cute. That is real cute. But holler at me here in about 3.5 weeks, and we'll see I'm gonna need that same energy.
Actually,
now.
you know what? EM. Actually, he's gonna need to holler. He's gonna need to holler at someone else to help him fill out that application for Wingstop in about 3.5 weeks. Fam.
I'm gonna need that
Holland
same
needs to opt
energy.
out right now. He needs to opt out right now to secure a place in the NFL.
I just wanted to know something before I have to get out of here.
Yeah,
Did any of that new corner that we just picked up? Did you see the write-up of him coming out of college?
With Picasso Nelson?
Which one?
Yeah, the one we got from the Colts. They said he has a higher upside at free safety than he does.
Yeah. Reason why we talked about that privately, I told him, I said, man, he's got extensive experience at free safety. He played at Mississippi State, I believe, the college that he's from. He played, a lot of free safety there. So
wasn't it Southern Miss?
What? One of the two, Southern Miss or Mississippi State, one of the two.
Southern Miss, and he had high upside. They said, above average at free safety, which I thought was something that.
It sounds like he's better than McCain already.
Yeah,
I know, right?
because of where we were in the draft, we didn't pick up the free safety, so now he's looking for options there. Why not give this kid a chance, especially with the defensive coordinator we have, he seems to make everybody play better when they come in.
With that athletic profile, bro. This kid, the two with Davis and this kid, they are ultra athletes, bro. So why not take a flyer on them, bro? So
Yo, are you reading these comments, EM? They are going in on your boy.
Yeah.
Nico says Mac Holland's gonna drop my wings. Josh Fernandez says Holland's gonna get hurt serving my wings.
Hey, Mac Hollins, when I say half lemon pepper, half Parmesan, you get it right the first time.
Yeah. That's cute. That's real cute, Benedict. That's real cute, Benedict.
I get your opinion on that before I have to head out.
All right, Todd.
All right, Todd. Be good, man. Be good, bro. Be good.
Easy.
Be good, bro. That's real cute, Benedict. That's cool.
You still mad?
But
You still mad that I was calling it the way it is when you was out here getting roasted by ball game. You still upset, homie?
No. I ain't upset at all. It's that extra flavor you were adding to your color commentary.
What do you expect from the chef? All I got is spicy.
That's fine. But again, hey, I'm gonna need that. Sorry about that. I'm gonna need that same energy. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna need that same energy.
Bro, I'll keep it up. If Mac Hollins is out here on the field week 1, I'll eat that crow. But if he's not, he's gonna be out there serving up them wings. Should have opted out, homie. Secure your check.
Hold on a sec. Let's bring everyone back here.
All I'm saying, my bad. Hey. All I'm saying, I'm gonna need that same energy, bro, from you
got it.
and these fools in the comments, bro. It's all good.
You got it, bro.
It's all good. It's all good.
You got it, bro.
That's fine. Laugh now,
bro. I can't believe you're dying on Mac Hollins Hill, bro.
Hollins Hill.
I can't believe this.
Talking about. Hey, listen. Hey,
on Hollins Hill.
Really, you can't. Bro, you hitching your wagon to an undrafted guy that hadn't taken a snap yet in the NFL.
Over
really?
a dude who's about to turn 27 and can't stay healthy.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Hollins has only taken what in his career probably half a season worth of snaps more than Kirk Merritt.
That's a half a season more than what Matt Cole and Kirk Merritt has taken.
Yeah, but Kirk Merritt, hold on. Listen. Kirk Merritt's younger, has a way crazier. He's a freak. Has a way crazier overall athletic profile, and he's 24, so he's 4 years younger than Mac Hollins on top of all.
That. I understand that, but look, you mean to tell me a athlete like Mac Hollins compared to, and again, so I'm clear. I'm only saying he would have a place on the depth chart because he compares.
Maybe.
Hey, well, that too. But I'm just saying he's so superior to the bottom half of the depth chart in terms of athleticism at the wide receiver position. That's all I'm saying. Compared to your Isaiah Fords of the world, compared to your Ricardo Lewis's of the world, maybe not Greg Jennings so much, but the bottom half of the depth chart. Are you see?
Why
would you want an athlete like
well,
that?
you can make the comment that Matt Cole's just as athletic. 4'4"
No, bro. No, this dude is 6'6", bro.
Hey.
6'6", 228 pounds. No.
Look, man.
No.
Look,
I'm
man.
not trying to hear that nonsense, bro.
At a certain point.
You seen Matt Cole as a returner?
At a certain point.
Again.
I haven't seen that dynamic. I haven't seen that kind of dynamic play from Matt Collins.
We gotta call it. We gotta call it the way we see it. We gotta call it the way we see it, man.
Hey, listen.
At a certain point, I see the measurables. I see the attributes. I see the height. I see all of it. I also see him ducking his head under the door when he has to clock in at Wingstop for that morning shift, fam.
That's cute. That's cute, Benedict. all that flavor. That's real cute. Listen here. I'm just saying. Listen, y'all are out here acting like I'm saying this guy's going to supplant Devontae Parker as our number one guy, which is nonsense. I've never said that. I'm saying compare his favorable profile compared to the bottom half of the depth chart, bro. Why wouldn't you want an athlete like that compared to your Isaiah Fords, who's talking about durability issues? I mean, man, back-to-back years, this dude blew his knee out.
Hey,
but I don't have Isaiah Ford. I don't have Isaiah Ford making.
Hey, I don't have Ford making the team.
Or they already cut Ricardo Lewis, but if it was me, I'm not taking a Matt Cole over Matt Collins.
100%.
He can play way more. He can play.
There's no more. There's no way.
Gunner, kick returner, punt returner, and slot. And Matt Collins can't do all of it.
I'll find one of them safeties to play gunner, bro. I'll find somebody else.
Bro, you're just trying to push Mac. Yo, Mac, 4.48 speed, who can do all of those things. Why would I? Yeah, but your guy can't stay durable. He's 27. My guy's 23 who's young, doesn't have
an undrafted guy. This guy might not even make a roster, bro.
Why hasn't been cut? Why are they cutting everyone around him? Why are they cutting everyone around him, bro?
Well, he'll get a chance to prove himself. I mean, he'll get a chance.
I mean,
who they cut? I mean, what other wide receivers?
I'll tell you right now.
5,
6, and 7 are going to be Gary Jennings, Kirk Merritt, Matt Cole. Holla at your boy.
I agree.
Listen, get that song ready. Return of the Mac. Because when he's on this roster,
I'll play it. I'll play it
I'll stream.
I'll play it on the way out.
Yeah, I'll play it for you.
I'll play it on the way out.
I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you when they either cut him or send him to the practice squad one time too.
That's a classic, by the way. That's a classic.
100% a classic. 100% a classic. Bro, when he's clocking in at Kinko's, they're gonna play that on the overhead on the AP system. Yo, your fax is ready.
Nico says I'll take an 8-piece wings over Matt Collins.
Bro, y'all need to stop, bro.
Half lemon pepper, half garlic parmesan. Get it right, Hack Mullins.
Yo, hey, PM. He might be making your honey barbecue wings tonight. You never know.
That's cute. That's real cute, fellas. Okay, but again, we will see. I'm gonna need that same energy from everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, opt out, Matt Collins.
We're gonna need the same energy when these other guys make it.
Listen. Hey, the only one I'm disputing, the only one I'm coming at you guys at is Matt Cole. I've been consistent about Kirk Merritt. I think it's an uphill climb for him, but kid with that kind of freakish athleticism, you got to find a spot for him. But Matt Cole and him comparing to Isaiah Fords of the world, nah, bro. I'm gonna take him all day.
Giving you a lot of versatility. He's giving you a lot of versatility.
Guys, hold on. You just said comparing Matt Cole to Isaiah Ford. You take Isaiah Ford over Matt Cole?
No, I'm talking about Matt Collins.
Oh.
No, comparing him to the bottom half of the depth chart, bro. Why wouldn't you want a player with that kind of athleticism?
Because he doesn't stay healthy. He's literally just a placeholder for an IR spot. That's all he is.
That's legitimate. But
also,
and I will say this: for the amount of snaps he had last year, he was the 120th graded wide receiver out of 122 total graded. So he was only 2 away from being the worst graded wide receiver on his snaps last year.
Okay. Well, again,
49 and a half offensive grade.
Okay.
Ouch.
That's fine.
50.2 receiving grade. The only good grade he had was pass block.
Obviously, the staff sees something in him just like I did. So, just saying.
Yeah, bro. Everyone
don't argue with me.
Yo, in the Miami Heat, everyone needs a water boy, bro.
There it goes. There it
You gotta have
goes.
someone running out there squirting the water in guys' mouths while they're out there running with the first and second squad, brother. Mac Hollins might tear a tricep, though, so you gotta be careful.
But you know what? In all seriousness, if the Cordrea Tankersley waiving is a bit of an indication about what the organization thinks about players who can't stay on the field.
Yeah,
so
he better stay healthy.
So I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Has Mac Hollins been hurt since he's been in Miami?
Yes or no? Has he been hurt doing what? Hurt doing what?
Has Mac
Hurt
Hollins
doing what?
Getting up out of his bed in the morning.
Has he tripped and fell taking the garbage out? I don't know. Has he? I haven't seen him on the field much. EM. Hurt doing what, homie?
Did he play? I actually haven't even looked. Did he play every single game last year?
I mean, what production did Mac Hollins give us last season that I'm unaware of?
Hey, I've told this numerous times. Going back to Donovan McNabb, I watched the Eagles as my second team, and I've seen Mac Hollins firsthand. So I don't know what I mean. Here's my thing. I think we're turning into a situation where I think EM's falling too much in love with the athletic profile, as opposed to what he's given you.
You know, it might be a situation where maybe the Miami Dolphins team of last year may have had a place for Mac Hollins, but the Miami Dolphins team of 2020, I don't see it.
Yeah, either do I. I don't see it at all, man.
It's gonna be tough.
So he's out of here. Havoc, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you for coming on for this quick little update. We had 66 people live. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time. We're either gonna be back tomorrow night or the night after. We'll continue on with the news, but I had to get to it with these breaking news. But Havoc, anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
Hack Mullins. That's all I got.
All right. As always, guys, it's